With the schedule for the rest of the series kind of being more compact, does that change how you're going to manage minutes tonight?
No. Young and healthy, energetic, are good.
Coach, there are players on this team that have never been in this kind of environment, a game 3 on the road. For the players that have, Fred and Dylan, what kind of experience or advice do you think that they will give to the young players on this team?
Say more of the same that we gave them leading into the playoffs and what to expect, but kind of have to go through it. And so at this point, it's basketball, and we understand it's going to be a hostile environment on the road regardless. And so that's what you work for home court for. And like we said, going into playoffs, you just have to experience that for the first time and let the jitters get out and go about your business.
What have you thought about the officiating in these first 2 games, and do you expect a tighter whistle at all in Game 3?
I think it's playoff basketball. They let you play a little bit more, and we don't mind that. So hopefully it stays the same. And both teams are playing hard, aggressive, physical, 2 of the better defensive teams. And so I wouldn't expect anything different. But you do have to adjust to specific refs and how they ref the game, and we'll do that.
Coach, in terms of, I guess, that veteran role, the big brother role, how much has Fred meant to these young guys? And do you have any examples of, I don't know if he's given any speeches before the playoffs or took guys aside, but any way that he showed some mentoring?
I would say he's been there from day one. Part of the reason we brought him in free agency was, to have the right veteran with our young guys to help them grow on and off the court. But no big rah-rah speeches. I think he keeps it simple, and my message was the same as his, which is you just have to experience it, and we can tell you all about these different things, but going through it's the best teacher. And our guys saw it Game 1, adjusted pretty quickly Game 2, and so it's more of the same. But I think just from day one, him, Dylan, Jeff, the guys who have been there, played through for championships and played in high-level games, have imparted all that wisdom, experience on guys from day one. And so carry over from what they've done for the last 2 years now, and nothing that the guys aren't accustomed to. If they have questions, they ask, and they share their expertise in the film sessions and preparation.
Coach, given how the first 2 games have gone in terms of transition, how important is that going to be in this tonight and then in the rest of the series, trying to attack in the fast break?
Yeah, it's been a big thing for us all season. When we play at a certain pace, it's been good for us. We let our young guys, let athletes get out and run. And obviously, being one of the better defensive teams, we want to get stops and turn those into transition and not have to play in the half court all the time. And so that doesn't change. I'd say in Game 1, we didn't take advantage of some opportunities in transition and did a better job last game. But it's the same for everybody across the board. If you don't turn the ball over, take care of the ball, make teams score in the half court with a set defense, you're obviously going to have a better chance. And when we do get out and run, turn defense to offense, that's been one of our mantras kind of all year. So the more we do that, the better. But you got to be able to score when it slows down as well.
Coach, I know that basketball is a game of adjustments. Is there any difficulties when you have to prepare a game plan for if they're going to play with Jimmy or without Jimmy?
No, not at this point. We prepped the whole week off for Butler to be there, and obviously last game as well. He was out, and you can put more of your focus on Curry and certain guys, but in anticipation that he's going to play, we prep like he is, and if he isn't, we'll do what we did last game and just key in a little bit more. But obviously the dynamic he gives them, another scorer, facilitator, 1A, 1B combo with Curry is very important to them, obviously, but we're going into it as if he's playing.
If you've had a chance to escape the team hotel and take a walk around the downtown area, have you been recognized by the Bay Area sports fans?
Did you see me out there?
No, no.
I walk a lot. I walk every city, and so, yes, quite a bit today.
How are those exchanges going?
Very pleasant. Well, it sounds like, honestly, wherever you go, you might have hostility online and all this, but in person, nobody says anything, so not as brave in person.
Coach, I'm sure it's special for our men to be back in the Bay Area and play a playoff game here, but given what happened last game, do you expect him to have some sort of hostilities had from the fan base here? Yeah,
regardless of him being home or whatever, I think that's what you get as an opponent, and obviously in the playoffs regardless. And unfortunate what happened. Like I said, wasn't intentional or anything, but with the bias of fans, they're gonna take that and run with it. And so I'm sure he'll have some of that. Same thing he did with Miami with the hero incident, but he reacted well. Like I said, we all know it's unintentional, and so just go about business as usual, but understanding what it's going to be. I think he knows that, and nothing to be shocked by when it comes.
Yeah, Coach, how are you looking to start off this game? Is a fast start better for you, or do you want to sustain a long game and try to finish it at the end? What does it look like in a hostile environment like this in the playoff?
Well, it's always good to get out to good starts. We've done that in these 2 games. Didn't sustain in game 1, and then kind of kept it in game 2. And so, for us, you don't want to obviously play behind, let the crowd get into it. So if we defend at the level we have this whole series, let alone at the starts, it's a good thing for us. But whatever it takes, and honestly, understanding every game is not going to be the same, and how we have to approach it and navigate different situations. So for us, we've had really good starts, jumped out both games, and they grinded their way back, took a big lead, and we fought our way back. So kind of prepared for everything. We've gone through a lot this year as far as all those situations and handled them well, and don't get blown out or let teams keep leads. So whatever it takes.
Hi, Ime. I don't know how much time you've had to watch the other series, but it's been obviously really physical, and I wonder going into the whole playoffs, did you have any sense from the league standpoint what it might look like? Are you surprised at all by, I think everybody agrees it's been quite a bit more physical in the last couple of years, and assuming you do agree, I mean, it's good for your team, but in general, are you liking this brand right now?
I think, 20-plus years in as a player and coach, and so I'm accustomed to what it always is in the playoffs for the most part. I'm not sure if it's any more, but the thing I said that works well for us is that we don't have to flip a switch and become who we haven't been all year. And so we play the way we play, and although it does increase in the playoffs, we're not changing what we do. And so for us, nothing different, honestly. The opponent is the opponent. They're a really good defensive team, and they showed that how they've guarded us at times this year. And so more than it being the playoffs, it's just a matter of the opponent and how we play. And so our series is what it is. Other teams, I've watched some, and it's pretty much regular postseason basketball, in my opinion.
Coach, after game 2, Jalen said that game 1, there was a little nervousness, there was a little jitters, but he was able to shake that out in game 2. What was the message to him heading into game 3?
Keep it simple. Keep it basketball. We told him that coming into the playoffs. Like I said, you have to go through this, and for us, it's no different in this game as opposed to being at home. And so the crowd's going to be what it is. Just like we've had some tough in-season tournament games in Vegas or wherever it is on the opponent's home court, and kind of play through that. And so I think that's the beauty of our group is they just go about business regardless and don't get kind of overwhelmed by anything. Jalen mentioned the jitters he had. He obviously adjusted well to that and fought back and had a really good game too. But I think at this point, you know what it is.
Coach, do you see ways to emphasize the pace within the half court, and is there almost a preference of either playing fast or slow within the half court after the team gets settled in defensively?
No, much better pace in the half court, and we did that in game 2, especially when they're going to go after Jalen quite a bit in these blitzes and his pick and rolls. We do like to get up there with some pace and separation, and our bigs understood that, set much better screens last game and freed them up. And when the teams are going to try to bottom up, you can't just walk up there and have a big scrum up top. You want to get that separation and him get downhill, give him freedom to kind of attack. And so that's very important for us. It's almost as important that we play with that pace in the half court and attack, get the paint touches, kick it out, and against a team that really loads up heavy. And so, I think that's just as important. We're not just talking about getting down transition. It's playing with that speed and ball movement in the half court. Thank you.